Leo M. Frank will go to trial Monday, it is now believed. Atlanta Journal, July 27, 1913. Indications were Saturday night that the trial would begin before Judge Roan at hour scheduled both sides. Ready and bitter fight is certain. Many well-known citizens in Venire, from whom the 12 jurors will be chosen for trial. If both sides answer ready when the clerk sounds the case of the State of Georgia versus Leo M. Frank in the Criminal Division of the Superior Court at 9 o'clock Monday morning, what is expected to be the most brilliant as well as one of the most bitter legal fights in the criminal history of the state will have commenced. The stage has been set for the trial, and on the eve of the battle there was no intimation from anyone in authority that the trial would not actually be commenced. For weeks the state and defense have been preparing for the struggle, which is to come Monday, and only an extraordinary motion from the defense, which is not now expected, will delay the trial. Leo M. Frank, Cornell graduate and man of education and refinement, is charged with the murder of Mary Fagan, a 14-year-old factory girl whose lifeless body was found in the basement of the National Pencil Factory, of which he is superintendent, on April 27th by a Negro night watchman. Array of counsel. In charge of his defense are two of the ablest lawyers in the South, Luther Z. Rosser and Reuben R. Arnold. Both are attorneys who have established enviable reputations for their knowledge of the law and their ability before a jury. Many victories and few defeats in famous causes, civil and criminal, go to make the record of both of the attorneys. Opposed to them will be Hugh M. Dorsey, Solicitor General of the Atlanta Circuit, and Frank A. Hooper, who served as a Solicitor General in a South Georgia circuit for many years. Solicitor Dorsey was pitted against Mr. Rosser in the Grace case, and while he lost, he prayed himself a prosecutor of marked ability, and attorneys who watched that trial were loud in their praise of the manner in which he handled his case. Mr. Hooper is little known here, but the statement of America's attorneys who practiced criminal law there, that they were glad when his term expired, is a real tribute to his ability. Those familiar with the evidence in the case do not expect the Frank trial to be complete for at least 2 weeks. Both sides hard at work. Attorneys for both the state and the defense worked until late Saturday afternoon preparing their cases. This was taken to indicate that both sides expected that the trial would go forward as scheduled. Solicitor Dorsey was closeted for several hours with Attorney Hooper and E.A. Stevens, assistant to the solicitor. At 5 o'clock they had arranged and indexed all their papers and files and strapped them into bundles. The solicitor announced that he was ready for the trial to begin. Attorneys Rosser and Arnold, counsel for the defense, were in consultation the greater part of Saturday afternoon. They went carefully over the details of their case and discussed the evidence of the defense at some length. Neither Mr. Rosser nor Mr. Arnold have intimated whether it is their intention to go on with the trial or to ask for a postponement. It is generally believed, however, that they will announce ready when court is convened Monday morning. The first fight. Subpoenas duces tecum have been served on the Solicitor General and many city detectives and other officials, commanding them to produce all 3 of the Conley affidavits and affidavits from many other state witnesses. Over these subpoenas will probably come the first fight, as the solicitor is not expected to surrender the affidavits without a contest. It became known Saturday night that the state subpoenaed a number of Negroes who claimed to have been with Conley on the afternoon of April 26th, after Mary Fagan is supposed to have been murdered. This indicated that the state will endeavor to corroborate those parts of Conley's story which redate to his movements outside the factory after he claims to have helped Frank hide Mary Fagan's body in the cellar of the pencil factory. 2 of these Negroes will testify, it is said, that Conley entered a near beer saloon close by the pencil factory about 1:30 and found them there and drank with them, then offered to set him up, but on their refusal drank alone. These Negroes will testify, it is said, that Conley was not nervous nor drunk at that time, and that they walked several blocks with him, he turning off into a street which led to his home. Then will come the choosing of the 12 men who will decide whether Leo M. Frank is guilty or innocent. The choosing of a jury is expected to consume all of the first day of the trial, and probably part of the second day. The venire for the trial consists of 144 names, and probably 20 of them, for one reason or another, will not be in court. Another 20 or more will be excused because they are conscientiously opposed to capital punishment. So widely discussed has been the Frank case that it is expected that many Veniremen will be excused because they have formed or expressed an opinion as to the guilt or innocence of the accused. Selecting the jury. While there are only 30 peremptory strikes, 10 for the state and 20 for the defense, It is generally believed that they will not have been exhausted, and that all 12 jurors will not have been chosen when the venire has been exhausted. This will mean that talesmen will have to be hastily summoned into court by the sheriffs before the jury can be completed. The names of the veniremen were drawn by Judge John T. Pendleton of the Superior Court last Thursday, and among them are a number of leading Atlanta citizens. In fact, the venire contains an unusual number of men who are prominent in Atlanta and Fulton County. Here are veniremen: C.A. Virgin, J.D. Hardy, B.R.J.M. DeFore, E.P. Bud Waits, C.P.W. Sorrells, Hapeville, Saul Benjamin, 348 Whitehall Street, P.H. Miller, Peachtree, C.J. Bosshart, No. 215 Bryan Street, W.S. Copeland, Oak Grove, O.T. Camp, No. 309 Oakland Avenue, A.W. Brewerton, 45W Peachtree, PLFW Stone, No. 82 East Linden Street, W.H. Dunn, not in directory, probably Wynn, W.A. Abercrombie, Blackhall, R.G. Elliott, Atlanta Agricultural Works, Glendale, T.C. Lauren, No. 13 Decatur Street, L.E. Smith, Hapeville, C.T. Hopkins, Jr., 403 N Boulevard, W.D. Cates, South Bend, R.F. Shedden, Mutual Life of New York, Grant Building, 20 East Linden Avenue, T.G. Young, Georgia Railway and Power Company, 42 Loomis Avenue, D.D. Henry, 178 Oakland Avenue, Howard Oliver, Bray Chilaki, 4 Rosedale Avenue, James F. Hast, Collins, Alfred Burrill, Jr., Grant Building, Ole Sperlin, 155 Lawton Street, A.H. Hensley, No. 74 Oak Street, Thomas D. Meter, Imperial Hotel, R.E. Biggers, 745 Glen, Carpenter, F.V.L. Smith, Empire Building, No. 481 Cherokee Avenue, R.L. Clyett, No. 58 Boulevard Place, H.R. Callaway, 691 Piedmont Avenue, A.J. Scheid, No. 45 Lucy Street, F.A. Hull, 60 Millage, 130 Grant, Edward E. Hawkins, Collins, H.D. Hurlbut, S.J. McDowell, No. 80 Waddell, W.W. Brown, No. 107 Peachtree Place, or No. 217 Glenwood Avenue, Edwin F. Johnson, Appeal Publishing Company, 176 West Peachtree, J.L. Fulgham, Hapeville, W.C. Willis, EPHC Hasty, No. 261 Jones Avenue, George R. Law, No. 4 Whitehall Street, Residence, No. 205 Ashby, F.M. York, No. 221 Cooper Street, A.H. Cook, 252 E. Georgia Avenue, Chaz H. Candler, 114 Elizabeth Street, George R. Wall, No. 139 Hill Street, S.C. Owens, E.P.J.C. Henderson, 413 Piedmont Avenue, J.W. Heinzman, D.M. Brown, College Park, W.J. Brooks, 234 East Fair Street, R.J. Baldwin, Hapeville, D. Townsend, 84 Whitehall Terrace, R.A. Thompson, 152 Ashby Street, C.C. Thorne, 135 East North Avenue, C.A. Vaughn, Collins, R.A. Palmer, No. 68 Austin Avenue, Ben F. Willis, Cooks, C.M. Patton, Hapeville, Carl Weinmeister, 27 Elbert Street, S.L. Miller, No. 27 Fraser Street, Henry L. Solmonson, 71 Sells Avenue, C.S. Johnson, 140 Gaskill Street, L.A. Hendon, 91 West 5th Street, W.S. Medcalf, not in directory, Homer C. Ashford, 83 East 5th Street, E.C. Wachendorf, 22 Willow Street, Nicholas Ittner, 234 Forest Avenue, J.C. Harrison, 304 Capitol Avenue, W.H. Hudson, 298 Myrtle Street, H. Maness, rooms No. 47 Bell Street, G.R. Gilner, not in directory, John S. Head, Oak Grove, C.H. Allen, not in directory, V.N. Carroll, 1292, A. Marietta St. Robert Schmidt, 195 Angler Avenue, T.F. Barber, 281 East Georgia Avenue, H.B. Chamberlain, Peachtree Dis O. Wingate, 328 Edgewood Avenue, T.E. Winslow, 29 Boulevard Tercia Withers, 15 Simpson Street, A.W. Wofford, not in directory, W.F. Burdett, Buckhead, H.H. Kelly, Blackhall, M.A. Lang, not in directory, John W. Bowen, Collins, C.W. Gittens, Hapeville, H.T. Ferguson, 332 East Georgia Avenue, W.L. Merck, No. 108 Grant Street, G.F. Hardy, 514 St. Charles, F.E. Walker, 610 North Boulevard, L. Connolly, No. 53 Ashby Street, T.B. Sale, 136 N. Moreland Avenue, Elmo Moore, E.W.S. Gaston, 481 Whitehall, C.L. Asbury, No. 44 Park Avenue, J.W. Chatham, rooms 132 Jones, C.W. Seagraves, Collins, J.A. McCrary, 78 East North Avenue, L.A. Helms, rooms 253 Forest Avenue, T.J. Henderson, 25 Woodson, L.F. Davis, 148 Bellwood Avenue, David Woodward, 635 Peachtree, J.E. Betterton, College Park, J.H. Holcomb, Oakland City, M.J. Sewell, East Point, J.F. Higdon, 108 Ormond, F.E. Winburn, 213 Lucille Avenue, Chaz, Witherspoon, No. 23 Vidado Way, Walter H. Scott, num 215 Gordon, H.J. Kugler, South Bend, T.J. Hale, South Bend, J.P. Hayes, South Bend, Al Wisby, num 31 Hood Street, L. Wynn, 1210 Peachtree, Joel Hurt, num 85 Elizabeth, W.H. Abbott, no 224 Rawson, K.P. Mason, Peachtree, W.M. Jeffries, Collins, Boyd Perry, 537 N Boulevard, M. Joe Henning, rooms 161 Jones Avenue, M.S. Woodward, number 182 Park, Samuel Schoen, 214 Washington, W.F. Wingleton, not in directory, Earl Davis, Collins, C.F. Cantrell, W.M. Dunhu, Buckhead, John W. Woodruff, 58 Cooper, David W. Perdue, Collins, George Matchison, Buckhead, S.J. Hales, 20 Flat Shoals Avenue, John W. Alexander, 439 S. Pryor, John W. Collier, 81 Washington, G.E. Red, not in directory, Y.R. Norris, Blackhall, W.W. Hammett, 34 Decatur, A.F. Bellingrath, 91 Millage Avenue, D. Berger, number 380 Capitol Avenue, E.A. Massa, number 305 E. Fair, J.T. Osborne, not in directory, J.H. Gilbert, South Bend, H.H. Jones, 69 East Ashland Avenue.